Hey, and we are live. Hey, everybody. Tim Downs here. I don't know how I'm going to switch that. That's going to be interesting. Oh, it's right there. Hey, Tim Downs from Downs Legacy Team, Stephanie Downs. We're here doing our first virtual open house. It's live. We're trying to figure it out. We're probably going to mess it up a little bit, but you know what? You'll deal with this, I'm sure. But anyway, we're looking forward to this, and we're going to get right into it. So let's start here in the front.
Oh, but first, before we start,
Yes.
I just want to mention that we're with West USA Realty.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So, all right. Hi. So here we are. We are at 10536 West Magnolia Street in Tolleson. This is located in the Estrella Park community. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. With a den and with a pool in the backyard. So let's come take a look at the property. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. So here we are. We are in the formal living room. And to my left, you will see the formal dining room. So some of the things I want to point out about this space is the vaulted ceilings. As you walk through the front door, you are immediately going to be greeted by the vaulted ceilings. This room has been freshly painted. It's been painted in a neutral palette, so it's like ready for move-in. It's it goes with just about any decor. I want to also point out the oversized windows that let in all the beautiful natural light. This space in particular, like what I love about it is like I can envision somebody using this space for like their Christmas tree. So this space, you're getting like so much space. For those of you who may not, have a need for a formal living or formal dining room, this room could be super versatile. There's so much space you could add like a pool table, whatever you want. It's large enough for your family gatherings and for any of the events that you may want to host at your house. One of my favorite features about this house is the layout. It has such an amazing layout, and I can't wait to show you the rest of the house. So, did you have anything that you wanted to add to this room? So let's go take a look at the kitchen and the great room. All right, so here we are in the kitchen. The first thing that you probably notice is the abundance of cabinet space. There's so much space in here. I don't think that anyone would have any problems finding a spot for all of your small appliances, your dishes, your anything that you may have. You're not going to lack space in here. I also want to point out like the vaulted ceilings in this space as well. And I also want to point out the bar, or actually the kitchen island. It's large enough for 3 to 4 bar stools, depending on the size of the bar stools. Let's head over to the sink. Check out this bad boy right here. So I think some would probably call this a farm sink. I'm not exactly sure because it's not exposed in the front, but it is super oversized. However, there is a divider, as you can see, so it's easy for, when you can have your clean and dirty side. I love the window in here that overlooks the backyard. And I also want to show you the pantry. All right, so there's pantry. Lots of space for all your food items. And again, one of the best features about this house is the open flow layout. So we're going to head on over to this little space, which some people would call like a breakfast nook. This is like a perfect spot for a little kitchen table and chairs. Have your morning coffee, get a look out into your backyard overlooking your beautiful pool. And this is your great room space right here. It's massive. So much natural light. This entire space, the kitchen, this great room has also been freshly painted. Super move-in ready. Excuse me. So let's head into here. So this is the den that I was talking about. You know, you're greeted by your French sliding doors. So, you know, like, so you can close them for like privacy. But what I love about this space is it's so versatile. Imagine, you know, if you have kids, this would be an awesome homeschool room. The owner used this room as her esthetician room. So it's like, it could be your office space, it could be your little small business, it could be your homeschool room. This room could easily be converted into a 5th bedroom. Closet, the little space right here is already like basically prepared for you to create a closet. So for those of you who may have in-laws that need to move in and you're looking for a space where maybe they don't want to be walking upstairs, they want to be downstairs, this could easily be converted into a 5th bedroom. And the great part about that too is it heads right into a guest bathroom, which, you know, if this was converted to a 5th bedroom, this would be a bathroom. So let's take a look at this. This has been remodeled. So as you can see, the new cabinetry. And so now this leads into like a little hallway, and this is like a closet space that kind of like, it goes underneath the staircase. So it's like a coat closet, you can put your vacuum, just really whatever you want to store there. Lots of space, you can store your Christmas decorations, anything, really, anything that you want. All right, so now I'm gonna head to the laundry room. The laundry room the door opens to the garage. I'll get that open here in just a minute. So you can go take a look at the garage. Tim, do you want to talk about the garage?
It's a little dark out here. We only have the one light, but 3-car garage. It's quite large here. You got plenty of room to put some toys in if you have to. A little nook over here on the side. Hopefully you can see that okay in the darkness. My screen says you can, but you can get an idea. Water heater's tucked in here. You put your paint collection obviously right there in the corner if you need it, and everything else needed. All right, let's head back in.
Let's head back in, and I'll go show you the upstairs. All right, I'll follow you. So as we head upstairs, I want you to notice the carpet. All the carpet upstairs has been freshly installed. The owner put $16,000 worth of new flooring in this property, which includes the carpet, all the carpet going up the stairs, throughout the entire upstairs, and the 2 bathrooms that I'm going to show you here in a minute also have new flooring. So you can Tim's showing you the view from the upstairs down into the formal living and dining that we were talking about. But I want to kind of talk about, like, once we, head upstairs, there's a little landing right here. I wouldn't necessarily call it a loft. I guess you could call it a mini loft or something. But, it's big enough to put a little desk. You could create like a little library, a little sitting area. Like I could see someone sitting here with a little book curled up, just to kind of have another little space in the house to find yourself, just to relax. Something else to point out too is the entire hall has been freshly updated with paint as well. So I want to point that out. So let's head over to the bedrooms. So again, this is upstairs. You're going to find 4 bedrooms. One of them is the primary suite, but Tim's going to show you the 3 bedrooms up here.
I'll show you the view out the window. Okay, let's head to that 3rd bedroom.
Yeah, again, the layout of this house is so sweet. I can't stress enough at how amazing the layout is of this house. So in the hall too, you're gonna find a little linen closet. So perfect for your towels, blankets, etc. So here we have the guest bath. Again, I just want to point out the brand new flooring, super spacious bathroom, perfect for however, for your guest or for your family, however you see yourself using it. So now we're going to head on over to the primary suite. But before we do, I just want to point a feature out. So so leading into the primary suite, you're greeted by double doors. A lot of homes built nowadays do not have these double doors, so this is a pretty cool feature. So much space for when you move on moving day. You have plenty of room to bring all your furniture in. And one of the incredible features about this particular primary suite is the massive size. Take a look at how massive this is. So there's plenty of space in here to put a king size bed, side tables, a dresser, a TV area. But it's even better than that. You have a space where you could actually create a little sitting area. It is so oversized. And again, fresh carpet, as you can see. And so now it leads you into the master ensuite, where you're also going to be greeted by brand new flooring. And just some of the features I want to point out is the oversized soaking tub, massive window pouring in all sorts of natural light, double vanities, your walk-in shower, and then you have your water closet, which I love for privacy. And then, one thing about the vanity I kind of wanted to point out too, there's a little space right here. So you could add like a little stool that has a little drawer so you can put on your makeup or whatever you choose to do, your contacts. If you're like me, you need to get real close, and anyways, you need a little extra space to put on contacts. But anyway, so here we are in the master closet. Super spacious, lots of space to hang your clothes. You have your high and your low. You can hang your dresses, hang your pants, hang your shirts, with your long jackets, even though you don't really need long jackets in Arizona, but some could wish.
That one night you'll need it.
Yeah. So anyways, so here we have the upstairs. All right. So let's head back downstairs so we can show you the backyard. I love the view coming down the stairs into the formal living and dining. So beautiful. All right, so here we go, heading into your backyard with your private pool. So I don't know what to talk about.
All right. Excellent backyard here. Much of it, and I mean much of it, is paved or has concrete. So it's ready to go. If you want to have get-togethers, pool parties, what have you, you got plenty of room to put whatever you want around this pool. Over here, we got our gate, leads up to the front of the house. But, we got landscaping all the way around the pool. We got our pool equipment over here off to the side. And again, let's go over here. We got a nice fire pit here in the middle of this concrete area. So if it's a cold night, nobody wants to swim, then go ahead and start a fire. Plenty of room out here for the get-together. Whatever you have. On this side over here, we got our AC units, as well as a little nook where you can store that stuff that you need to store in the backyard. Plenty of room here. Maybe you can put a shed in, what have you. Also, just to note, the park is right there. So, we do have neighbors behind you, but there's a park as well.
Yep, so let's head back in and take you to see the front of the house. All right, so here we are in the front of the house. Just want to show you this gorgeous exterior. So the front yard is artificial turf. As you can see, it's super green, super plush, super low maintenance, especially for the summertime when it's just it's so hot. It's too hot to be mowing the yard. So anyway, so it's super low maintenance turf. The driveway is obviously oversized, so much space for parking. So for those of you that have multiple vehicles, you're gonna have plenty of space to park your cars. So let's head back in. Oh, yeah. One other thing I want to point out is the screen door. So I love the idea of a security screen door for like those wintry or more like freshly spring days where it's just so beautiful outside and you just want to open up the door and have some fresh air. You're still able to keep this shut to keep the bugs out. Okay. All right. Whoa, didn't mean to slam that. So here we are. So again, this is 10536 West Magnolia Street in Tolleson. And again, I'm Stephanie Downs. This is Tim Downs with the Downs Legacy team with West USA Realty. And we just want to thank you for coming to our very first virtual open house. Thank you for bearing with us as we probably sounded like we stumbled through it a little bit, but we're so grateful for those of you who have joined us and are here to be a part of our first virtual open house. So
yes,
do you have
thank
anything
you.
to say?
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully there wasn't too many technical issues that I was not aware of, but we're going to try to do a lot more of these. We think this is a really good avenue to show the listings and just what's out in the market instead of just sending emails. We want to do more videos.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.
And I just want to say too, if you know anyone thinking of purchasing a home in the Tolleson area, please reach out to us. We would love to be able to offer them some guidance and some help. If you want to come look at the property, hit us up. We'll schedule a private tour for you. If you know anyone who may want to come look at it, hit us up. Give them our phone number. So again, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you. And we'll see you in the next one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.